Day 7, part 7. All right, so as I had mentioned, I had logged off of Ancestry for a couple of years just because I was really discouraged and disappointed with lack of finding anything. And then Kaylee, my daughter, had come home in March of 2018 and was doing a project for school and wanted to know how Irish we were. And I remember from taking a test at Ancestry.com that it gave, us our percentage of, our ancestral background. And I believe it was like 11% Irish. So I'm like, well, I'm going to log back in and just take a look. If nothing else, I paid $100 to spit in a tube to be able to give my daughter this one answer that she wanted to know. So logged in after a couple of years of hiatus, and lo and behold, I had a whole ton more connections. And I immediately looked on there, and I had a first cousin connection. And a first cousin connection that I had no idea who this person was. The name meant nothing to me at the time. And I looked and immediately I called my mom. I'm like, hey, you're not going to believe this, but I have a connection on Ancestry.com that is a first cousin, meaning, it's a relative of my father, because I already know who all my other first cousins were. So reached out to this person. It was my aunt Joanna. Reached out to this person, and her account was being managed by her daughter, and got to talking back and forth a little bit, and asked about South Dakota. She's from South Dakota, and she's like, well, yes, her mom is from South Dakota, her parents are from South Dakota. Asked about being from Lennox, and said yes, from Lennox. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this. And then asked about her family, and lo and behold, she is Howard Jacobson's half sister. I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely floored when we found out that Joanna was Howard Jacobson's half sister. The man that the state of South Dakota excused as a possible paternity option for me in 1997 now turns up that I've connected to his half sister through Ancestry.com. I just was blown away. I mean, this was kind of that piece that I was looking for, and it opened up an opportunity to start pursuing things, which I did right away. I reached out to one of Howard's. Actually, I reached out to all of Howard's siblings, and I was severely rejected by all of them except for one right away, who did do a DNA test with me, and because they wanted to know also. So did a DNA test with them, came back 99.9718% that we are a match, that we are a relative match. So after all of this time of my mom and I not knowing, and more importantly, my mom, thinking the worst, that, man, she'd been raped for all of these years. And this is how I happened to come to this earth, is now receiving justification that, holy cow, I match to two of Howard's siblings. I mean, it's just, wow, how can it not be, right? Well, unfortunately, that's where things kind of take a nasty turn. So as soon as I was able to prove through not only Ancestry DNA, but a third-party DNA test that the FBI uses, these labs, I wasn't able to get anywhere with that family. So I'll leave things there, and I'll take off from there tomorrow. But I hope you guys like this. It's going to get a lot more interesting. So stay tuned.